We're going to look at why dating feels like a job interview. Let's check out this first video.
This is my non-negotiable list. If anyone wants to date me and they can't check all these boxes, then bye-bye. I don't know why everyone doesn't have one of these. And I surely can't be the only
Because it's
person.
ridiculous, that's why.
Mine, and then I would love to know what other people's non-negotiables are for short-term or long-term partners. So number one for me, without a doubt, that they have to be happy and willing to do things for my really, really fun page. That's my business, that's my life, is what it is. Non-negotiable, unpaid, do it for the love. Also on top of that is they can't just expect to come in and change things.
So there you go. You must be willing to film all types of her OF content with her, unpaid, non-negotiable. And like, this chick is actually serious about having a boyfriend. Oh my God, give me a break, man. Like, this girl, the only reason why she can even partially get away with that and some type of an attitude like that is just because of her age. I mean, could you imagine a chick that's like past the wall, and she will hit the wall sooner than she probably thinks, talking this way? She would never get away with that. She's going to have to go through a radical personality change to even have a shot with anybody a little bit later in life, because already you can just tell the type of person she is. Like, got to like her OF content, and you got to do it for film with men and women, and you can she's got to approve of the video and they're going to be required to join. Like, Jesus Christ. Like, I mean, it's a job interview. It's like, she's a sex worker. It's a porn interview. Unbelievable.
Be comfortable with me doing what I have to do with men, women, whatever, without your involvement. And when you're required to be involved, I'll tell you. Hands down, not going to change. I definitely also want someone who's super financially stable.
Change.
You need to have your own car. If you don't have your own car, how are you an adult? I'm not going to carry you through life. Definitely no shorter than 6 foot, and someone who's active and healthy. I train 6 days a week, so they must be doing the same thing at a minimum. Absolutely no kids. If you've already got kids, absolutely no go. I don't want to have kids, so they need to not want to have kids either. Same with marriage. I want to be married, so they definitely want.
She wants to be married. Yeah, well, you're sure going in the right direction. Yeah, real marriage material for this one. She wouldn't happen to be single right now, would she? God, what a shock. Can't believe this woman would be single. You'd think somebody would have snapped this one up by now. Well, they probably would for a weekend or for a half hour maybe, but yeah, she's married. What type of a husband do you think you're going to get with this? Like, look at her next one. C size, between 6 and 9, like on the internet too, public for the whole world to see. Yeah, real marriage material woman. That's ridiculous, man. Oh my God.
Have to want to be married, but no prior marriages. Keep that drama to yourself.
Yeah,
now,
your drama.
Says that I like 6 to 9 is good. Outside of this, stay away. Someone who's driven,
you can stay away.
Goal oriented, not that kind of person, then no thank you. Never ever cheated in a prior relationship. Travel is also a big one. You need to be able to pay your own way. Be a really good communicator. You can't be needy, jealous, or insecure. They are such gross traits. Stay away from me if you're a jealous person. And I really hate it when people have to talk to you all day, every day. It's desperate. Maximum limit of 3 text messages and 1 phone call a day, and that is pushing it for me. Body count less than mine. And
that shouldn't be too hard.
Guys, it's so embarrassing when guys are literally sliding in every single girl's DMs. They're liking everyone's photos, and they try and say, oh, it's nothing.
So get this. A guy can't even have girls that he talks to, but she can do this type of OF content and basically be a sex worker. But yeah, you as the guy, you listen to these rules. You can't have girlfriends. You can't follow random girls on social media, but she can do all that. Give me a break, woman. This woman is delusional. Absolutely delusional.
It's nothing, whatever. We know when you're friends with someone, and we know when you're a creep. We talk, and it's so embarrassing when guys do that. It's so unattractive. Definitely someone who's complimentary, but I also hate when it's super over the top. Don't make it annoying. A good sense of humor as well, but be able to hold an intellectual conversation. And I would expect.
Yeah, she's a real intellectual.
On 2 dates a week outside of the house. They need to be able to read the room, be able to pick up on my moods, be able to pick up when I'm not in the mood to chat, or when I just want to chill and relax. Try to seek validation and attention. Chill, bro. I love playing golf, watching golf. They need to be someone who already plays, or they'd be willing to take up the sport so they could play with me. I am hugely invested in self-development. I'll definitely match that as well, whether it be therapy or anything like that. Big plus. Age preference would be between the age of 27 to 45. If you're outside of this, I would expect that you would have something really top tier to add for me to even consider it. Because my work is so busy, definitely would be expecting to find someone who is willing to transition out of the workforce that they're in to come and help me with my business. You know, while I handle all of the business side of things, they'll do all like the daily errands. And work is work. We can't expect to be prioritized over getting paid. And the biggest is, do not people please me.
So you can't be expected to be prioritized over paying subscribers. So you got to take a back seat to all these simpletons that she's got paying for her ridiculous OF content. And then don't try to please her though. No, you can't do that. But she wants to be taken out twice a week, and she says something about being expected to start to work for her or whatever. So how are you going to do that if you already have a job? What are you going to quit your job, and then how is that going to please her? See, this chick is so confused. She doesn't even understand the contradictions in her own ridiculous list that she's pointing out here. Unbelievable. This woman is like, you know, it's again, like, you'd almost think this has got to be satire or something like that. But I mean, but the sad thing is though, is this bimbo is serious. She is actually serious about this stuff.
Hate people pleasers. That's my biggest ick, and I'll get so unattracted to so fast. Don't try and be like this Mr. Perfect and then all of a sudden your true colors come out in 3 months time. That's why I have this list. If you can't check it, stay away from me. I don't think it's unreasonable. I don't care if anyone thinks it's unreasonable, because they're my boundaries, and that's how I'm gonna find the person that I like.
Yeah.
You
will care, woman. You will care, because right now you might be you might be a big-breasted bimbo, not to sound too crude, but that's all that she has going for her. Let's be frank, that's all that she has going for her. You know, with that type of an attitude and that kind of arrogance that she seems to like exude for like her personality, you know, you are not going to attract anywhere near the type of guy that you think you will. And if he is, he's just going to play the game, check your ridiculous little boxes. He'll be in there for a weekend or a half hour, whatever it takes. Then he will kick you to the curb where he found you. You know, this woman, as they say, she's for the streets, you know. And how do you expect to ever get a husband and try to have a normal life after this type of stuff? Like, this is going to hopefully come back and haunt her, and maybe wake up some other girls. That's like, if you act like this and post stuff like this all over the internet, I think that's not going to come back and haunt you. You are seriously mistaken. But anyway, so you know, we got these ridiculous checklists, and this is not the only woman. Like, this is an extreme case too, but like a lot of them are like that. You've heard like, oh, you got to be a certain height, you got to make a certain amount of money, you have to have this sort of a lifestyle, you have to have a social media account that shows you're an active person, and you know, you travel, you do all this. And it's like, it's become a ridiculous job interview, really. Like, I mean, even worse than a job interview, because it's like you're sitting there like across from an interviewer with a checklist. Oh, what can you do for me? Oh, why do you want to work here? Check this box, check this box. It's just like, you know, some job interviews are more personal than this probably is with this woman. It's just like a pure transactional business sort of a thing. Well, but then what do you expect, right? Look what she does. She's a sex worker. So what do you expect? That's all she is. Just a sex working bimbo. But anyway, that's people like this are just, they give a lot of women bad names, really. I mean, this is not the typical woman, of course, but these ones here are just they're no good, man. They're no good. They're for the streets, as they say. But let's move on to another one. Look at this. What do you got here? 24 items on a list.
So if you're the type of person that always has a notebook and you just never know what to write, keep following me. I love making lists. So this one is the love list. This is a scenario where I'll commit when these things are met.
So basically, you'll never commit.
Sections. So you have physical features, financial compatibility, recreational compatibility, emotional, psychological compatibility. I mean, for what it's worth, you can go without the recreational part, and I feel like physical features, financial compatibility, and emotional, psychological compatibility is important. But there's some fun stuff here. Let's get into it. So, fine as shit to me. That's subjective. I don't care how tall
Fine
you
as
is,
shit.
complexion, nationality, like, I'm open for it. I do love me some black men though, so let's hold that to number one, and then everything after that.
Real
We love each
well-spoken
other's
woman.
face, body, voice, singing too. I sing a lot. If he doesn't like my singing voice, it's not going to work out well. Financial compatibility. He's financially responsible. He, she, they, them, her, whatever. Makes
Yeah,
a
he's
lot
gotta
of
have
money,
those
which
pronouns.
is subjective because inflation. Enjoys spending money on me.
course.
Responsibly enjoys luxury. That's a thing. That's a thing. Recreational compatibility. We thoroughly enjoy the art of conversation, both of us. Like someone who really likes to talk to me. It's not a chore. It's not a bore. It's not obligatory. Like it's a desire. You know. We enjoy each other's friends and we trust each other's friends. He enjoys picnics with me. He didn't have to like it before, but when you're with me, we're gonna picnic. Similar taste in music, art, decorative aesthetic. I've been married before. I don't want to listen to Lil Wayne's 17 albums through a whole 9-hour road
She's
trip.
been married
but
before,
we
but
can
now
sprinkle that
divorced.
in.
What a surprise,
Decorative
eh?
aesthetic, I just
Could
want to
never
make
see
sure
that one
everybody
coming.
feels seen and heard. So if our decorative aesthetic is similar, then if we live together, it won't be so difficult to make sure that their needs are met as well as mine. Similar travel style, art and TV shows as well as movies, and that's just because I want a relationship that just feels like a best friend, and I like having a lot in common with my friends. I'm not an opposites attract type of girl. That's just not me. He is an ambivert. I'm an omnivert. I would prefer my significant other to be an ambivert and can be high spirited. Similar sense of humor. Little 13 left blank for anything.
Sense of humor. I guess you got to have a sense of humor to even remotely take something like that even seriously. Like, you know, she's got to be an ambivert because she's an omnivore, so she's kind of an extreme one or another. And yeah, another one. She's been divorced. Can you believe that? I would have thought whatever dude was lucky enough to scoop up this prize, he would have stayed with her. Unbelievable. Well, line up, guys. This one's available. Shit, everybody form a line, and yeah, maybe you'll get your turn. Again, I don't know, maybe a turn for a half an hour, maybe, but that's about it for this one, I think, as well, too.
Next, emotional and psychological compatibility. Reasonable, able to be reasoned with. It's literally that simple. I love extremely
Yeah,
intelligent
she seems
men,
really reasonable so far.
and women. So they can sometimes be stubborn or hard to be reasoned with, or with. Sorry, it's the braces, you guys. Anyway, if they're able to be reasoned with, it just leaves just an open space for consideration in the conversation. Very good mental health habits, strong intellectual and psychological connection to one another. We share similar communication, comprehension, and conflict resolution styles. Emotional intelligence, considers my feelings, and is self-aware. Please.
I think if a guy was
Is not
self-aware,
addicted
he'd
to
stay
sex,
away
drugs,
from this
money,
one.
thrills, gambling, you name it. I just be able to do some better things. Anyway, processes his emotions in a healthy way. Please don't punch walls. It's not cute. We're both comfortable showing all of our sides, and we enjoy each other's company even when one of us is sad or quiet. Creates opportunities to spend quality time together. Love me an entrepreneur, love me a 9-to-5er, love it all, but we got to make space and time for each other with intention. Love that. And strong, passionate sexual chemistry. Great kissers. I love kissing. Love it. So, I'll commit when this is met. Otherwise, I'm outside.
He'll commit when that list is met. Well, you're going to be waiting a long time, woman. You know, the wall is going to hit you as well, too, and then you're going to find you're sitting there with this old list in your hand, and you're going to be like, oh, my God. Unbelievable, isn't it? There's 24 things on the list there, and I don't even think she's probably done yet. She's probably got 25 to 50 on the back of that page, and then she wonders why she's single. But yeah, can you believe that she was married and she got divorced and now she's single again with a list like that? Man, I'm sure her next relationship is right around the corner. We're going to finish off with another one. This one is kind of unreal as well too. This is a girl that says, this is what the title of the video. This is what you're not trying to find. This is when, sorry, you're not trying to find a life partner, by the way. Yeah, no doubt.
Other things I do when I date that'll probably piss off more incels. If we have been on one date, we are not dating. If we've been on multiple dates, you are not my boyfriend or girlfriend. I'm not serious about you unless I have a conversation with you telling you that I'm serious about you. Until then, you are somebody that I am casually dating or casually hooking up with. If you can't make me finish the first time without a toy, there will never be a second time. I will be.
There's a real quality woman there too, eh? Look what she just sang. And look at those dead eyes, man. I don't know, they call that the SSRI stare. Just soulless. There's just been ran through, town bicycle, taken for a ride. And look at her, you know. I don't know, maybe she's all high or something like that too. I don't know, but she looks all dead, just dead inside, lifeless, just a lifeless bag of meat.
Dating other people at the same time. We are not exclusive unless we have had a specific conversation about how both of us want to be exclusive. And until that happens, you are not entitled to the information of who I'm dating, how often, and when. If you are not my committed partner and you're just somebody I'm casually dating and you get mad that I don't respond quickly enough, we will never be seeing each other again. You're not allowed to sleep over. I do not do sleepovers. There are extremely few exceptions here. I also don't do cuddles after the fact. I don't really want to text you between dates. Maybe after a while, if we've been seeing each other for a little bit, I am interested in that. But for the most part, nope. Let's just organize the date, set a time and day, and I don't need to talk to you until then. If you're a man and it's our first time hooking up, I will not be going down first. Just because we've hooked up does not mean we're dating or there's any commitment involved. That would require a conversation.
Look at her, man. She just looks dead on the inside. Unbelievable, though. There's another one. Can't believe this one's single. And yeah, all this casual talk of this stuff with those dead, soulless looking eyes completely, absolutely ran through. Oh my goodness. And you think you're ever going to find something long term as well too. She's just destroying herself. And you know, no self-respecting guy would ever want a chick like that. I don't know. They're done for. You know, she might as well she probably already has an OF or something like that, but she might as well just become, you know, another sex worker like that first one. You know, that's about all that she's probably it's probably in her future anyway. But that's pretty incredible listening to some of these ones like this, because it's, yeah, you never know. But anyways, yeah, we thought we'd check out a few of those ones. But yeah, I mean, I think it's just really like a lot of emotional burnout, because a lot of these women nowadays, they really do have these checklists, and it really feels like you're just going for some shitty job interview that you probably don't even care that much if you even get. You know, and I guess the bottom line is, for stuff like this, is just like when you get women with these checklists and stuff like that, it starts to become what is more like a big evaluation and a job interview and less about romance, and it just makes people not even really care nearly as much. I think it really does the opposite. It's really to the detriment of a lot of these women. They think they're doing maybe good things by having these lists, but I think it really just pushes men away and is more of a turnoff than anything else, because some of these ones are just ridiculous. But best of luck to them, though.